It's hockey day at the Eccles Ice Arena in North Logan, Utah. We're just off the campus of Utah State University, and you're watching Utah State Aggies Ice Hockey on the Aggie Blue Ice YouTube channel. A little bit late getting started here. We're already at the starting lineups, which we'll hurry and run through those right now. Feedback. Tonight's opponent, the Skatin Utes from the University of Utah. At center, Alex King, number 25. And the winger pairing to start for the Skatin Utes. Number 4, Banks. And number 13 is Birch. The defensive pairing, Weston Barnes. And in net is Cooper. We'll have the national anthem and quickly run through the Aggie starting lineup. For the Aggies tonight, starting center is Greg Huell. And the wingers, O'Brien and Fernandez. The defensive pairing that will start the game is Ball and Higgs, and Osty is in net. That's Austin Willenborg. He's going to cover it. The Aggies ride a big 8-game winning streak into the arena tonight with some fantastic hockey played at the Beehive Classic here at the Eccles Ice Arena. The Utes, on the other hand, come to the Eccles Ice Arena with a record of 5-13, 12 or 13, but not to be overlooked. This Utes team is a Division I skating team, and they've played some tough competition. I read an article this week. The Aggies have not been victorious against these Utes in the last 11 tries. And talking to some of the players before the game, there's a little bit of a chip on their shoulders. We're set. It's Barnes for the Utes. Cross ice pass, and Higgs spits it right back into the neutral zone. The Aggies surely looking for a victory here tonight over the Utes team, having lost 11 in a row. Barnes again in his own defensive zone. Spins it out to the neutral zone. The Aggies rifle it right back in. They'll make the first line change of the game. They wave off the ice as Renee plays it forward. It's on the stick of Meyer, and he throws it straight cross ice, and the Utes are in on the forecheck. Big check there coming from Josh Kirk. Renee avoids a defender, and here comes a penalty right off. It's down to the ice. Goes an Aggie player, and the Utes are going to start the game short-handed as they go to the penalty box right off. Knocked over was Alex Herman, and he's slow to get up. The penalty goes to number 6, Meany. And he has put plenty of goals in here against this Aggie team. We've seen plenty of Mr. Meany over the last couple of years. The Utes promptly cleared the zone. Osti will set it up. The Aggies will try the near side. It's Flight who has it. He'll skip it over to Moser. Moser still handling his double teams, gives it to David Higgs. Higgs, top of the circle, drifts in, now sends it side of the cage. McJimsey's in front. Comes to Higgs along the hash marks. He'll send it back toward the front of the net. Doesn't get through. Lindquist in the corner. He's bodied up tight. He'll throw it to Higgs. He'll look at the net. Now he'll looking back door. Oh! And a deflected puck there, and McJimsey nearly backhanded it into the net. A little bit of a ping pong play going on there, and McJimsey nearly came ahead to Victor. Here's Higgs. Leads it from McJimsey. Shoots just wide of the post. Higgs will throw it out to the point. The Aggies look again. Aggies still. A minute on the power play as Moser mishandles. And Kirkley comes over to help. Kirkley shields the puck. Drift glides out in front of the net. High slot. And the puck chipped off his stick. Kirkley waits for some new mates, and he'll come across the ice to Higgs at the point. Higgs again tried to go back door, and Kirkley knocked down a high puck. And now the Utes, Fernelius can't clear. David Higgs right along the glass. He wants to go cross ice again, and it's Alex Herman who's back on. Herman loses the puck, and it's Fernelius who has it there. He wants to go deep on the clear, but it's kicked out by Chase Ball. Ball's going to make a move, and here comes Chase Ball into the zone. Ball is deep in the corner. And behind the net will be Alex Herman. He'll drift over, pick it up. Look at Cutshaw at the point. Cutshaw says no, puts it in the corner. Fernandez zips it in for Kirkley. It's out of his reach, but Ball again holds it in, and out of the box is Meany. Back checked beautifully by Pendil was Alex Herman. And now Pendil with the puck. His clearing attempt knocked off a stick, but it's picked up again by the Utes. As sending it in is Gostras. Gostras throws his shoulder on Fernandez, and a shot from the point by Barnes is kicked aside by Willenborg. A big check from Drew Decker, and the puck stays in the zone. The loose puck in the Aggie zone. Fernandez wants to play it, he will, and it's Ball who picks it up behind the net. Chase Ball tries to make a move, he does, but he gives the puck away. Utes holding it in tight. The Aggies need a clear. They get one. And now Fernandez is going to race forward. One-on-one, it's Brett Fernandez. Gains the line. He'll shoot, and a stick save by Cooper. Now the Utes, over skating and taking a big check from Fernandez. It was Hughes. No, Sewell. Sewell had a great opportunity, but overskated. Took me a minute to catch up on the names there, but hey, we've got them. Oh, and here comes my daughter Caroline. Should I admit what I did? I left the power plug for the laptop at home, and Caroline, my daughter, had to make the 25-minute drive to bring us power. There's a loose puck in front, and they say a score! They're going to count it! It's in, and the fourth line comes up huge for the Aggies. It might be Drew Decker. Maybe Blauer, we'll see. Cooper lost it, and it ends up in the back of the net. So the Aggies on the board here in the first period. An even strength goal. But the Utes right in. Shot, save Osti, rebound, save again, Willenborg. Loose puck in front. Now the Aggies have it. It's O'Brien. O'Brien some room to skate. He'll gain the center line and drop it in. The Aggies on a line change. And a good crowd here tonight at the Ice Arena. A full house for a rivalry game here, as both sides of the arena full. Here's Banks for the Utes, gains the line, puts on the brake, sends one toward the front of the net. That's chipped by Hughes, who got a good piece of it. Decker's cleared an attempt, out of reach, but and then through the skates of Herman. That's an ice. We'll check on the goal scorer. It is Brandon Blauer, the goal scorer for the Aggies. He got a piece of that puck. It's McJimsey now who's on it. He's ridden behind the net by Pendale. Comes out in front, backhand shot, loose puck. Herman just misses the open net. Herman puts it off the back of the cage, chopping at it. There's Kirkfleet. McJimsey will pick it up. We're going to say the net knocked off, and that'll be a halt to the action. The Aggies a one-goal lead. They got an early one as Blauer put in a rolling puck. Lost by Cooper, and Blauer glides it home. Higgs sends one, and that's kicked out of there by Cooper. Chase ball on it, but it's picked up by the Utes. One-on-one, here comes Meany, hustling to get in on the play. Is Chow, and he's knocked down on a big check and ends up in the net. And a bunch of players now will circle the cage as Chow upended. As he raced down the center of the ice to catch up to the play, and definitely some speed on this Ute team. It's going to be a penalty. Josh Kirkfleet's going to take it. He'll come to the box. It's going to be a hook. So the Utes an opportunity here in the first period. Their first try on the power play tonight. And the Aggies win the face-off and clear the zone. David Higgs slaps it the length of the ice. Meyer for King. Now Petrie at the point. Petrie sends it across, top of the circle. Now back to Petrie, one-timer, kick save, Willenborg. Decker needs to clear, and he does. Decker just diving for the puck, clears the zone. Aggies right back in, though, as it's Banks. He'll glide in, looking in front for a tip. And it's kicked out by the Aggies. It'll come to Petrie. He'll send it across. One-timer, and that's knocked down at the defense and cleared by Decker. Petrie wants a line change, so he'll leave the puck behind the net. The Utes complete. And now with a minute left. And the penalty to Kirkfleet. Tipped by Chow, so offsides or icing waved off. It'll come to West. He'll send it deep in the corner, and it's played there by Chow. Chow looks at the net. A little bit of a back pass. Now it comes to West. Across to Banks, and he'll score through a screen. And the Utes are going to score. Chow dancing around in front of the Aggie faithful like he got it. I thought it was Barnes straight away. Maybe Chow tipped it. We'll see. Oh, they're not even going to come over. Chow did get a piece in front on the assist from Barnes. Loose puck picked up by Gosseris, and he'll give it away. Now it's Moser. Moser's in, has Cutshaw. Moser still holds. Cutshaw to the front of the net. Behind the cage, it's Flight. Flight looks out in front. Loose puck. And tied up there was Moser. And Moser's down as he took a hit from Barnes. No penalty, but some rough play from Barnes on Moser. Some chatter between players at the benches. Well, these teams don't like each other anyway. Oh my. It's rivalry, that's all it is. Banks, he'll spin away from Fernandez. Give it to King. King's across the line, looks at the net, shoots, rising shot, and Ostie got a piece, and it puck will dribble to the corner. Hustling after it there is Banks. He'll send it to the point. Now back to Banks. We're at even strength, but the Utes have the Aggies hemmed in here as Banks holds the puck. Now a bouncer given away in the Aggies. Able to clear it, but no further. In the red line, it's sent right back in. There's a pass to Fernandez. He'll shoot. And that's tipped. Up and out of play. O'Brien gets a little feisty with Petrie after the whistle. So one more game left on the schedule tomorrow night. These same Utes in Salt Lake City. It's a home and home to end the semester as we head into the Christmas break. Held in by Mueller. And on the backhand, he spins it behind the net. Herman was tied up, couldn't reach the puck, and will come to the point. They're looking for McJimsey. McJimsey holds it in right on the blue line. Behind the net, Lindquist. He's tied up there by Petrie. And Herman helps. Skating is Petrie. He'll just dump it in, and Willenborg reverses direction. It comes to Mueller. Mueller again in his own zone. Feels the back check, but stays on the puck. Gains the center line. Wants to shoot, and he will. And Cooper hangs on for a whistle. And some more feisty business in front of the net is Flight. Tied up a little bit there with Bridges. They still chatter. Flight and Bridges both going to stay on. And it's Cutshaw will draw. Midway through the opening period, this will come to Westlake. Through a screen, Westlake. Puck will dribble harmlessly to the corner. Moser wants to throw a check, and he will. Now coming back on him is Pendil. Tried to chase him down. Moser just skates away. Now behind the net, Flight tied up by Bridges. Loose puck, Moser knocked down, no penalty. Flight's got it, the open man Westlake. He'll shoot, and that will hit Cahill. Not make it on net. Rene wants to shoot, his rising shot tipped high over the crossbar. Westlake holds. Behind the net, Moser can't catch the puck. Now he's on it with help from Cutshaw. Moser reverses for Cutshaw. Spins off the board, sends it to the point. Rene can't shoot, and it's tipped deep into the corner. Flight bodied up right against the net as he and Bridges continue the battle, and both of those players will need line changes. Cutshaw's going to gather a loose puck. He'll spin it to the corner. Flight and Bridges still tied up. Double team there is Flight. Cutshaw will help. Flight and Bridges still battle. Now upended is Flight, and Bridges finally takes the penalty. A beautiful shift from Frank Flight. And he draws Bridges into it, and he'll go to the penalty box. Fantastic hockey. So the Aggies, their second power play here in the opening period with 9 minutes remaining. Face-off win to Kirkville. It comes to the point. Looking for a tip in front. And Cooper, a good save. He picked it up through a screen and hangs on. Another clean win for Cutshaw at the point. The Aggies look now. One-timer, and he's going to hit Fernandez in front, and he goes down. Fernandez took a big shot off the stick of Cutshaw. Chris Cutshaw glides with the puck. He'll leave it at the point. It's Kirkville. He'll snap it. And a glove save by Cooper. What a save. What's the first name? Patrick Cooper robs Kirkville. The puck labeled for that far post. And an excellent glove save from Cooper. Minute 30. Still remaining in the penalty to Bridges. There's a defensive win for the Utes, and West double teamed. And it's taken away by Kirkville. Cutshaw holds it at the point. Kirkville again. Sends it deep. Now Kirkville wants to go across. That's denied. Now straight away, it's Herman. Herman, sharp angle shot, and that's tipped in front. Cooper had his stick down. I think it went off the goal stick and out of play. Minute 18 left in the penalty to Bridges. And the Aggies will make a line change. Utes will win that one. It'll be Higgs that'll chase it down for the Aggies. And right in front of Osti, the Aggies work it into the zone. Around is Moser as he got around the defensive Pendle. Pendle put a chop on him. No penalty, and the Utes able to clear. Lindquist softly into the zone, races after the puck. Behind the net, picked up there by Moser. Moser again, the open man is Flight. Straight away, shoots! And looking for a tip in front, McJimsey. Comes to Flight again, McJimsey still the man in front. It'll come to Moser along the near hash marks. Drifted into the corner, Lindquist picks it out of the ref, skates, and it's David Higgs. He'll send it softly to the front of the net, and the Utes clear the zone, 7:20. Left in the opening period. Osti's going to send it down, and two players, Lindquist and McJimsey, each reached for it, then they pulled back. That'll be an icing. And only 13 seconds left in the penalty to Bridges. So Cooper, the best player there for the Utes on that penalty kill. And with a little momentum after the kill, here come the Utes. Not a bad power play for the Aggies. However, it's Westlake. Off the stick of Higgs. Myers takes it for the Utes. He'll go cross ice. Now back to Myers. That has an N on it. It's just Meyer. Meyer, not Myers. Hughes for the Utes. Across the ice is Barnes. He'll send it deep in the corner. It was not Barnes, it was Meany. Kirkville avoids a huge check as Hughes came streaking after him. Kirkville just got out of the way. He goes over to have a visit with the ref. And good thing he did. Hughes had him lined up. The Utes definitely a physical team. Unlike many we see here in Division II. Hustling for a loose puck there is Birch. He sends it right in front. Meany's backhand dribbles wide. Loose puck in front. Now a battle. And Westlake. A big check with a couple of helpers to clear out the action in front of Austin Willenborg. course, Westlake right on top of Osty. He'll hop right back up. Barnes causing trouble for the Aggies there on that shift. In front of the net. King with Birch. And Banks for the Utes. And Mueller for the Aggies sends it deep. Pendle has it, comes to O'Brien. Held in by Herman. And the pass across from Duque doesn't get through. Rob Duque in action tonight for the Utes on defense, and he and Mueller play catch. Let me make sure that's correct. It is number 11, Duque. Lindquist plays it well, and shooting and scoring is McJimsey. And Morgan McJimsey on a beautiful pass from Lindquist out of the corner, who made a great play to shield the puck with his body, and McJimsey puts it in the net. The Aggies 2-1. For the Utes, will spin away from Houle. Ostros tips it in, but Higgs played great defense, but he can't clear the zone. Shot comes in on Osty. He'll give up a rebound. Loose in front. Osty's going to cover. And after the whistle, Ostros a little feisty with the Aggie players in front of the net. That's going to be a chase ball. Ostros took a chunk out of ball in front of the net. And we reach the 5-minute mark. There's a whistling shot just wide of the net. That'll wrap all the way around the boards and come into the Ute zone. Meyer sends it over. Now Meyer with a head up. His outlet pass off the stick of Chow. Ball directs traffic, and it's going to be on the stick of David Higgs. Bounces off Fernandez and stays in the zone. Chow, but taken away by Higgs. Sends a strike across to the open man for the Aggies. Here's O'Brien. Loose puck to Fernandez. O'Brien hustles back into the play. And the puck held in, and it's Fernandez. He's in front of the net and ripped down and held. And there's going to be another penalty to the Utes as Barnes outworked by Fernandez, and nothing he could do. Grab a hold and rip him down. And to the penalty box he goes. Well, Fernandez kept his skates going. Ended up with a good chance on net. Kirkville, another face-off win, but this one gets through ball at the point. Josh Kirkville, undefeated so far here tonight in the face-off circle. Fernandez. Now Kirkville, hassled by King, puts on the brakes, come to the point. It's Cutshaw back for Kirkville. In his skates, he's going to be challenged. He'll have to drift it into the corner. Fernandez tied up there. Kirkville helps, and so will Cutshaw, leaving the point open with the Aggies hold it in. Now the Utes send it down on a good stick from Meyer. It'll be Cutshaw for the Aggies with speed, gains the line. He's around Banks. Banks loses an edge. Cutshaw stays on the puck. Sends it to the point. Comes across for Josh Kirkley. Now Cutshall again. Makes a move back and and the Aggies a 2-goal lead on a fancy play from Chris Cutshall. He puts the backhander right through Cooper. Looks like we may have a timeout here from the University of Utah. The Skatin Utes are going to take a few minutes. Talk it over. With 3:30 left the opening period, we'll take a break. Cutshall the center, and he'll win that face-off. Oh, it's promptly taken away by Chow. Now a loose puck into the neutral zone. And Cutshall pesters all the way, but it is Petrie, or Meany, for the Utes, strong on the play, and punches the puck into the Aggie zone. That pass intercepted by Fornelius, and he'll skate it forward. Send one toward Aussie. He'll glove it and hang on. Bridges wins it for the Utes, but it's tipped out by Flight. A good poke check. Chase Ball will pick it up in the Aggie zone, wrap it off the glass. Bouncing puck chopped down and held in by Bridges. That'll come to Moser. He's challenged. Puck loose along the wall. Cutshall can't clear now. He'll have a second attempt, and he will. But it's out of the reach of Flight, and Barnes punches it right back forward. Cutshall tied up by Bridges. And into the zone, here's Moser. 3-on-2 come the Aggies. Moser, beautiful poke check by Meany, and the puck comes free. Still at the side of the net, the Aggies battle away, and Decker, a beautiful check as he's knocked out of the play by Meany again. Or Barnes that time, I mean. Good shift from both Barnes and Meany for the Utes. Decker can't retrieve his stick. As the Ute players keep punching it all around behind the net. We started off with a good pace there through the first 2/3 of the period now. Plenty of whistles and stops here to down the stretch in the opening period. Walton, his first shift, and he throws a big check and ties up a man. Loose puck in the Ute zone. Coming over the goal scorer, Blauer. Outlet pass to King, and now it's picked up by Birch. He'll send one softly toward the net. That's chipped. by Willenborg out of play. And only 2 minutes left in this opening period. The Aggies opened up a 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. The face-off inside the Aggie zone. That'll roll to the neutral zone. Meyer has it. The Utes are onside. Meyer still on it, and he's checked off by Todd Rene. Loose puck in front. Ostia pokes. A poke check by Ostia, or a stick check, and he kicked the rebound out of harm. Now they'll turn with the puck, 2-on-2. Here come the Aggies. It's McJimsey and Herman. McJimsey leaves it, but it's out of the reach of Herman. McJimsey's going to upend Meany. High on the check, but no penalty to McJimsey. Got a little bit up high on Meany. And it's Chow. 3-on-2. Here come the Utes. Hustling in is Cornelius to catch up. Meany shoots and just missed that near post. Loose puck side of the net. Cornelius had a chance to pound it in. Now he's tied up with Duque. Duque and Kirkley battle behind the net. It's going to be Meyer or Mueller who sends it out for the Aggies. Fernandez is going to hold it in. Hustling forward is McJimsey. McJimsey sends it in on net from a sharp angle, and that comes to Duque. Now Houle shoots. Real loose puck, and Fernandez can't find a rebound, and a good save from Cooper. The freshman Duque a little hesitant in his own zone. Just throw the shoulder, big guy, and take command. The Aggies, a lot of freshman players on the ice tonight. Houle, Duque. Chase ball as well. Mueller's a freshman and a newcomer. There's a loose puck. It's Houle. He'll shoot. Save! And a rebound as Houle nearly on the scoreboard. Loose puck was behind Cooper, and the Utes able to clear it out. O'Brien, another newcomer to the Utes, and there's two players going tripping over the top of each other. And here come the Aggies. Too bad it's out of the reach of Fernandez. He's going to send it in front, though, and a bouncing puck comes right back. It'll come to ball, tipped by Houle. Side of the net, it's Fernandez. Oh, another clearing attempt, or centering attempt. And the Utes this time able to punch it out of harm's way, and we've reached 10 seconds. 7-6-5. 4-3-2-1. The horn will sound, and that will end. And excellent period of hockey. The Aggies lead 3-1 in the Eccles Ice Arena. We'll take a break for the first intermission. Lane, turn hers on. All right, again, a little slow getting back here for second period action. I lost my roster. It's just not working for me today, Haley.
Hey, that's okay. We all have those days. I have more of those days than most.
I'm trying to not have more of those types of days. So Haley is going to join us here on the broadcast for the second period.
I am happy to be back.
I know, it's awesome, huh? Pull that a little closer to your face. There you go.
I love it.
Nice. It's been a good one so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, such a good game. I love this competition.
Me too, and the Utes are going to break down the center of the ice and work to the near corner by ball. Excellent skating by the captain, King, however. It's taken by McJimsey. He'll rifle it into the zone. Herman waits along the far wall, and he's tied up there. Still has the puck. Herman behind the net. They send it out in front. It's out of the reach of McJimsey. Ball sends it around backhand. Score! Morgan McJimsey on the wraparound.
That was beautiful.
Chase ball missed the net on the far side. McJimsey picks up the puck behind the net.
He really sneaked it in there.
He just wrapped it around from behind the net.
Yeah, I love it.
And the Aggies in command. It's a 3-goal lead. They're ahead 4-1.
That feels good.
Right here at the start of the second period. These guys have had awesome games for the last, as long as I can remember, good competition.
Oh yeah, me too.
They're some of my favorite games.
Mine too. I think they are my favorite games. They always come to play.
I don't mind the physical game either. They play really physical when they come.
They do. Makes it fun though. Makes it for a good game.
Strong on the faceoff is Decker. There's a penalty after the play, goes to Josh Kirkvalieks. Or Kirkvalieks serving the penalty, and on the power play, it's West who comes in for the Utes. The rebound sat right in front of the net, and Decker cleared it to the near wall, but held in by the Skatin Utes. Hustling after it is Mueller. He's challenged there. Behind the net by Chow. Chow, plenty of minutes tonight for the Utes. And we're not even halfway through the game. Cornelius has it. He'll give it to West. West in deep in the far corner. Sends the puck. Barnes will shoot through a screen.
Nice
Save Osty. Rebound sits, and the Aggies have a look clear. Comes to Barnes again, and his rising shot catches the glass. Cornelius in a fight for the puck, and the ref's going to blow the whistle. And say the net came off the more.
Games like these really get my blood pumping.
It's just a scramble like crazy in front of the net right there.
It is.
Did you bring your family with you tonight?
Just my dad.
Nice. No sisters?
No, she's sick. My sister's sick. Yeah, she was sad to miss this game.
I know it. I know it. For those of you that don't know, Haley and her sister and her family, they come to most Aggie games. It's Meyer. He'll shoot through a screen, just missed the post. King, a screen in front. Picked up along the far wall by Petrie. Behind the net, it's Banks. It'll come to Meany. Meany spins away from Cutshaw. He'll drift it behind Osty. Behind the net, the Utes set up, and there's an errant pass. It's held in, though. On a good hustle from West. Petrie on it. He'll give it back to Meany into the zone, onside. Meany challenged by Cutshaw. Still on it. Meany with a back pass. As he had Banks open, it's through his skates. It'll come to Meyer. Meyer wants to shoot. He fakes. Now he'll shoot. And off the post. Oh, I think that came just off the post.
Oh, too close.
Or Osty got a piece and then post. But Meany had one labeled for the top corner. It'll bounce up and out of play. We've seen games like this where the Aggies, they feel the pressure and the strong play or the physical play and don't respond. But so far, they're hanging in there tonight. There comes a penalty to Decker. And I don't like it, but he's going to go to the box anyway. It's King who sends one across. Held, shoot, and a score. What a dandy of a shot.
That was a beautiful shot.
And that will nullify the penalty to Decker, but it should leave Kirkley in the box. And give it to Petrie. What a rip.
We're keeping up, I'm glad.
Oh, they're going to let Kirkley out and put Decker in. And this is not what we wanted. A power play goal and right back to the power play before a full 2 minutes.
Ooh.
Are the Skatin Utes. I didn't like the call, but hey, that's why I'm not a referee, right, Haley?
That's right. You weren't the one getting yelled at.
That's right. It's Birch. On to the hash marks, puts on the brakes, challenged by Walton. Westlake's going to help, and it's played there by Chow again. Chow digs away with Westlake. Westlake has the puck tied up tight along the boards. They'll dig away. Now Walton with the cross check. He got away with a penalty there. There's a shot from the point, and Austin makes a save through a screen. Hustling over is Birch. On the puck, he'll send it to the point. West waits. They send it toward the net anyway. West wanted the puck along the near side, and they couldn't get it to him. There's an extra effort by Cutshaw. He'll clear the zone and charge in on the forecheck. He's challenged there by West. Cutshaw still takes up some time, upended, but he hops right back up. Now he's hooked down, or that might go to Cutshaw again. He had a hold of the stick, and that may be to Cutshaw for holding the stick.
I bet it is.
And it is. No!
Ah, dang it.
Oh my, it does come against the Utes.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, that's a surprise to me.
That is. I thought Cutshaw was for sure
Me
going.
too. He had a hold of the stick.
Yeah.
But they give it to West. A mistake there by the ref, in my opinion. But hey, I'm not the referee, right?
Yep. We just got to tell ourselves that.
I thought Cutshaw was going to come to the box, but it is West who they bring over for the Utes instead. And we'll have a little bit of 4-on-4 skating for a minute. That should open up the ice. It'll be interesting to see how this works.
Yeah, looks like we both got one in.
Face off inside the Ute zone. And Flight will center the 4-on-4. He's got David Higgs, Moser. And ball on to help. It's an icing against the Utes.
So do we play the Utes twice this weekend?
Tomorrow in Salt Lake.
All right.
For those of you interested, that should be on the Skatin Ute Network. Boz Echeverry with the play-by-play from Salt Lake City. It's David Higgs, top of the circle, sends it in front.
Ooh.
And it hits the far wall. Moser's on it, Flight's in front. Moser, though, still holds, looks at ball, gives him the puck right at the blue line. Now it's Higgs. He doesn't have a lane to shoot. Now it's knocked down, and he'll have to hustle back, and he will. David Higgs. A good defensive play there to hustle back and make the play. It's ball, and he'll leave it for Higgs in the neutral zone. Now it's Moser. Aggies need a line change, and Moser's tackled there. Higgs still on, straight away. David Higgs makes a move. Now a second. He's into the corner, sends it in front, and that's taken away. And played nicely by Banks. Out of harm's way. David Higgs along the wall. He wants to pitch it deep, and he will. Waiting for it is Petrie. And now it's West. And Banks. Now the puck deep enough, and out of the box is Decker. Abbreviated power play to the Aggies, and here's a check from behind. And Petrie's going to go to the box, but it's scored by Moser. I think I've missed every goal so far on the call tonight. I'm over here looking at the upcoming penalty and Miss Moser
That was a fast one.
streaking in to score. And the
A quick
Aggies a
pass.
5-2 lead. And they're going to go on to the power play. The penalty is to Petrie. And a fresh 20 for the Aggies. Herman zips it into the zone. And the forecheck to the Aggies. The Utes can't clear. Now the Aggies have the power play set up. Behind the net, they work it down to Cutshaw. Straight away, he'll shoot. Kick save, rebound. Fernandez looking for it and can't put it in. Chase Ball has it, and they give it to Cutshaw with speed. Through the neutral zone, here comes Chris Cutshaw. Into the zone, around the defense. Center! And it's Cutshaw who puts it in. A miscue from Cooper. And he just misplayed it, and that ends up in the net.
That was beautiful. He's a fun player to watch.
The Aggies now open it up, a 4-goal lead. It's 6-2. And no stopping the Aggies. It's a power play goal for Chris Cutshaw. And speed, the name of the game there.
He's fast, real fast.
As he got around Meyer. And the Utes are going to make a goalie change. We don't have that number or name on our program, so we'll have to check it out. See who plays net for the Utes. As Cooper sent to the bench. There's a high puck and some high sticks. It comes to Hughes, and he'll hit the post.
Nice block.
Westlake for the Aggies, he and Blauer racing into the zone. It's Blauer behind the net. Walton's in front. It comes to Duque, and Walton sends it to the side of the net. In the corner, the Utes work it up. Decker, or Blauer ducks out of the way. Duque sends it to Westlake. Too hot, it's off his stick. Westlake, he'll look for Duque, and it comes into the corner and off Duque's stick again with a head up. Now he throws a strike. It's right on the stick of McJimsey. Morgan McJimsey around the defense, but loses the puck. And the Utes have it. Duque again in the neutral zone, slaps it forward. The Aggies on the delay. It's picked up by the UofU. Duque again, plenty of touches this shift, and he's been on the mark every time. There's a pass off the wall to Mueller. And a penalty coming up again to the Utes as Herman knocked down. The Utes give him some hassle. He's knocked down in front of the Ute bench, and Herman just takes the stick. Points to the scoreboard. Oh, my.
Hey, we've got a good lead.
Oh, this is wild.
Yeah.
In most games, I would say, in most hockey games, 6-2 is, I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
But
this one, I'm not too sure.
me either. And even in an NHL game, things get crazy. Way too many goals. But definitely not over. The Utes can put them on the board quick.
Oh, yeah.
So the Aggies have to stay smart, and they're on the power play here. And it's on the stick of McJimsey. That'll come to Moser along the far hash marks, and the Utes cleared out. Osteel set it up. Now they give it up to McJimsey. Moser's going to head to the front of the net. They send it across. And Lindquist on his stick tried to come back across.
Almost.
On the bouncing puck, couldn't put it on net. And tried to come back for McJimsey. Frank Flight is on for the Aggies. The open man is Higgs. His pass off the boards intercepted, but Higgs gets it right back as the Utes make a line change. With speed, here comes Austin Moser. He'll throw one across. It's tipped off of Frank Flight. Should be an icing, and it is. And we're at a minute left in the penalty to Pendle. On the icing, the Aggies can't change. Yeah, the Utes had some fresh legs. They are going to make a change as Barnes heads off. And O'Brien comes on. That's an important face-off win to the Aggies in their own zone. It's going to be Cutshaw. He sends it in. Moser. Beautiful poke check by O'Brien. Aggies still on the power play for another 45 seconds. It'll come to Cutshaw. He'll shoot, and a nice block by Chow as he sacrifices the body. It hit him right in the face.
Oh.
Good thing they wear the mask, right, Haley?
Oh, yeah.
The Utes into the zone, around the defense, out in front, but cut off on the angle as Higgs made him go wide. It's going to be Josh Kirkfleet who's in, and his shot tipped as Chow again is in the shooting lane with a stick. The Utes this time send one high through the rafters and just out of the reach of Alex Herman as he wanted to break in. They wave off the icing, and Herman's there. He sends it in front. Now it'll come across. Kirkleet can't put it on net. Again, the Aggies send it toward the center of the ice, and it's taken away by the Utes, and the penalty expires. Pendle's back on the ice. Oster reverses direction. It comes near side. They'll pick it up along the wall as Kundar. First time we've called his name and number tonight, and he's on with a shift. Kirkleet clears out a man behind the net, and he's still tied up. Now it's Kundar. Sends it to the point. Rising shot hits Fernandez up high.
Gee.
Kudar again on the puck in his own zone. I don't know where I picked up that end. Kudar is 15. O'Brien challenged by Blauer, and Blauer has the puck. The Aggies are going to make a line change here, and Fernandez sends it to the front of the net. Walton, the backhander, and he scooped it over the crossbar and out of play.
Man, we've been so close there in front of the net a few times now.
That was a good backhander, too. He almost sent it straight up.
That was.
Looks like he's got a big snow shovel and just
scoop it up.
Face-off win for Lindquist, and a shot right on net by Walton again. Picked up the loose puck and sent it right in on the tender. There's a good check from Lindquist, and the puck comes free, and Renee sends it off the boards. It's tied up by King. Lindquist looking for Renee again as Westlake's tied up with Banks. Behind the net, Renee softly for Westlake, and Westlake with a head up throws it right on the stick of Lindquist. He'll chip it in, and they'll make a line change. It's Petrie for the Utes, and some open skating along the near side. Here comes Banks. Challenged by Kirkleet. Banks forced to send it behind the net. Renee is there. He'll chip it along. Walton comes over to help. And the Utes hold it in. Now an errant pass, and that's picked up by Josh Kirkleet. Hustling to get in the play is Blauer. Shot, rebound, Blauer's there. He'll give the goaltender a little bit of snow to the face, and the Utes don't like that as Blauer charging down the center of the ice.
He was coming in hot.
I know they don't like that, but when you're coming in and the play's still going, what do they want him to do? Charge over the tender or put on the brakes?
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, they're getting snow in the face.
Good point. We've reached the halfway point of the game. 9 minutes left here in the second period. Face off in the Ute zone. And it's Meyer. He wraps it around the boards. The Utes, an opportunity to break out. And Chow just found on the pass. It's Cornelius, though. He's into the zone. Shoots, and a rising shot off the glass. Loose puck in front. Ball's going to take it and just throw it into the corner. And they're going to put Chase Ball in the penalty box because he grabbed a stick. of Meany on the way through, or Chow. And then Chow wants to go over and get in the business with Osti. Ball grabs Chow's stick and just ripped it out of his hands.
I didn't even notice that until all of a sudden he had his stick in his hands.
Well, he grabbed the puck, a loose puck, and threw it to the corner, and then grabbed the guy's stick and ripped it out of his hands. And Chase Ball's going to sit for a couple of minutes. It's Meyer. Now Meany. Now back to Meyer. Straight away, Meyer shoots, and he didn't get what he wanted on that. As Meyer had it teed up, just missed the puck. Four wide, it's Meany. Center, shoots, save Osti, rebound,
save.
And Meany can't bang it in. Osti is strong on the near post. The puck's still loose, and they bang away at it. They're going to wrap it around and miss that far post. Puck still loose. The Utes an opportunity, and they just missed that far post as they tried to do the same thing as McJimsey, come from behind the net and jam it in.
That was close there.
And Osti a couple of saves. The Utes have made some adjustments here. They've got a player up high. They're getting some breakout opportunities. They seem to be working a little bit here.
Anything could happen. It's not too hard for them to come back.
Well, they've scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And they beat us 11 straight times, just so you know.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know these are the best games, but the 11 wins in a row for the Utes. It's Meyer along the blue line. They'll send it across. Now they'll come back to Meany in the face-off circle. Shoot, save, rebound. And it's King who works it there behind the net for Barnes. He's challenged by Westlake. Barnes shields the puck with his body. Still on the puck, gives it to Meany. Meany, top of the circle. He'll go straight away, and it's through Meyer. On the bouncing puck. Minute left in the penalty to ball. And the Utes are right back into the Aggie zone. It's King. He'll survey, send it to the point, where Meyer spins with the puck. He has Banks. He'll send it across. One-timer, and Cutshall's in the shooting lane. Loose puck picked up by Meany. He'll spin off the boards. Give it to Meyer again. He's challenged by Cutshall. Now it's Meany. He'll shoot a rolling puck, and a blocker saved by Willenborg. Westlake has his stick lifted, but he gathers himself and sends it down the ice. The Aggies need a line change. And they'll take it here. Only 10 seconds left in the penalty, and Decker's going to come over and throw a check. It comes to Higgs. The Aggies are onside. Higgs has it poked off his stick and spinning in the zone. Here come the Utes. They're into the Aggies zone. Centering pass just out of the reach and picked up by Chase Ball. Out of the box and takes a big check. Ball slow to get up, but the puck comes to Samuel Lindquist. Lindquist, without help, sends it behind the net. 6:25 left in the opening period, and it's Barnes who skates it forward. Osti
nice
made
catch.
a save, but he dropped it. And two Utes collide behind the net as David Higgs knocked Barnes off stride. Higgs knocks Barnes off stride, and Barnes and Fornelius topple over the top of each other. And a good save by Osti, but it kind of scares you when he catches it and then drops it.
It does. Makes your heart drop a little.
It's in his glove, but then falls to the ice, and he's got to pounce on it. But it's like, ah!
Because they're sitting waiting for it.
The Utes right on top of that action. As Gosris behind the net wants to wrap it around. Osti's there. Loose puck kicked out by the Aggies and all the way down the ice. Just to the neutral zone, and it's picked up there and worked back in. We're skating even strength here. As Todd Renee has the puck. Renee off the boards. It's given to Herman. He'll go cross ice where Kirkvliet will pick it up. Josh Kirkvliet spins away from the defender. Still on the puck, then over skates. As O'Brien was strong for the Utes. Behind the net, hustling to the Aggies, McJimsey going to pick a puck off the back of the net, and then he's checked out of the play. He's back on it again, though, as McJimsey sends it to Westlake. Now McJimsey comes to the near point, but it crosses the blue line, and Higgs retreats. Aggies back on the delay as it's backhanded in on the golf swing by Kirkville. Oh, they're going to blow the whistle. The net comes off. 5:25 left in the second period, 6-2. Aggies with the lead.
When did we play these guys last?
Right at the first of the season, we went to Salt Lake. We had a 3-1 lead or 3-2 lead, 2-1. Just kept going back and forth. The Utes won 5-4.
Right.
You were there. Were you down there?
No, I don't think I was. Went to Weber.
Okay. That was a good one in Salt Lake, right at the beginning of the season.
I heard it was great.
There's a pass and in stride. Here comes Meany. Has it poked off his stick, and King will help. Petrie out of his reach, and he's going to be challenged by Flight. Cutshaw has the puck, sends it across. Oh, and Moser avoids the check from Banks, who let Moser off the hook. Had him lined up and let him go. King will send a pass across and through the neutral zone, skating on some is Banks. He wants to shoot. It's saved by Rosti.
Nice save.
As Banks put one right on net. Well, you should have brought your dad with you over here. Did you leave him way over there somewhere?
I did leave him.
Oh, no.
I told him he could come sit up here, but he said he'd be fine over there.
All right. Give him a bag of popcorn, and he'll be all right.
Yep, exactly. He's got some M&Ms.
There you go. There's a player hooked down by Fernandez. No penalty coming. The puck's loose in the neutral zone, and Houle with speed gains the blue line. Stick handle, shoots, and a save.
Ooh.
And then Houle's upended. It's Fernandez, gives it back to Houle.
Oh.
And it rolls off of his stick. And O'Brien's knocked down. The Utes. Barnes sends it into the Aggie zone. It's going to be Mueller. Plays it off the glass. O'Brien chips at it, but it comes all the way out to West. The Aggies standing around watching the Utes skate. That one's off the side of the net. And picking it up again is West. He'll leave it for Pendle, but it's knocked down and taken by Houle. Opportunity for the Aggies with an odd man rush and just misplayed. And it's going to be Gostris. Gostris throws it across. Nobody there, and Westlake picks it up. 3.5 minutes left in the second period, and it's O'Brien. He sends it deep, but absorbs a big check from Gostris. I keep watching the afterplay and miss the action down in front.
That's what I keep doing.
I know. I've missed all 4 goals out of the 6 tonight. It's no
I'm
good.
still watching the checks.
Me too. Me too. It's a strange game tonight. Lindquist had a man lined up. And it's Blauer on the puck now. Cornelius will challenge, and the Utes have the puck. Oh, nice interception there as Westlake takes it away from Pendle, but the puck squirts free, and Meany has it. Renee comes forward, and Todd Renee poked it out of harm's way.
There we
it's
go.
going to be Kirkville. He'll race for it. He's challenged there by O'Brien. He'll regather, and Kirkville's back on it. Still on the puck, on the backhand is Josh Kirkville. He'll send it deep in the corner. Now it'll come to Moser, or Ball, and now Higgs. A whole pile of guys in front of the net, and the puck doesn't get through. McJimsey, now Blauer. Blauer makes a move. It's Kirkville on it for the Aggies. Looking for Chase Ball, but he'll reverse direction as King comes over, throws the shoulder. On the puck is McJimsey. Makes a circle, shoots, and that's over the crossbar. Holding it in his Ball. He'll shovel one toward the net and a save.
Oh, save.
As the Utes pick it up through a crowd. Now Blauer has a stick chopped out of his hand. Or chops another stick out of it.
Man, those sticks.
And Blauer's going to go to the bench. And we reach the 2-minute mark here. Left in the second period. Still 6-2, the Aggies with the lead. You're watching Aggies hockey on the Aggie Blue Us YouTube channel. Nothing better than Friday night hockey. Get a pizza and watch a game, right?
Agreed. I look forward to this all week.
There's an icing against the Utes. So I kind of freaked out. I lost my lineup here for the Utes here right at the start of the second period. About to give myself a heart attack.
Before the game even started.
I know, right before the start of the second period. I get all sorts of flustered. Now, I'll tell you what really happened is I'll just go ahead and admit it, okay? I went to the Katy Perry concert.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I went to Katy Perry. And I wanted to see, I wanted to see Katy Perry, so I took my glasses and then I lost them.
Oh,
and
no.
I know, it's my only pair.
Oh, my gosh.
So I went and got a new pair so I could come here tonight. And then my wife found my old ones. And my new ones make me dizzy and sick anyway, so something is seriously wrong.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch of misfortune right there.
I know, it just went wild this week.
But you got to see Katy Perry, so, I mean, that's a plus.
Well, there's this blocker saved by Willenborg as the puck comes along to Fornelius, and he's going to send one in and Osti,
nice
another save. So, yes, I did get to see Katy Perry. Should I be proud of that as an old, middle-aged guy?
You know, I would be. Definitely.
Okay. I was a little embarrassed when I heard I was going, but...
Did you take your daughter?
Oh, my whole crew went. Lane and Debbie and Shaylee and Caroline.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a party right there.
Oh, it was a heck of a deal. Moser's going to scoop it up. He'll hit the roof. And it'll be a face-off inside the Aggie zone. Now they want to talk about going to see Maroon 5 next.
Hey, that would be
year.
a good one.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, and that one you could definitely be proud of going to.
Yeah, I wore a hoodie when I first went into Katy Perry, but then I realized there were a lot of men there, so it was all right.
See, there you go.
And I didn't even know one song that she sang.
Hey, but was it still fun?
It was a darn good time, and she put on a good show.
Oh, good.
Barnes in his own zone. He'll give it to West. There's another one from Chase Ball, and he'll send it from the neutral zone all the way behind the net. The Utes will pick it up. And 40 seconds. All that's left in the second period. That's sent high and over the top of everyone. Meany can't pick it up, but Chase Ball can. He'll send it forward. Here's going to be a chance for O'Brien. He'll shoot. And just getting a piece, the new tender, who we don't know his name. He was thinking that was going to get through and be in the net. But when the fans didn't come alive, he just realized he got enough of it.
Yeah.
That one comes in on net, looking for a tip, his flight in front of the net. Now he gets in a jousting battle. As the period ends down, they count it 3, 2, 1, and 0. That's the end of the second period. We'll take our second intermission break and be back with third period action. It's 6-2, the Aggies with the lead. Nearly set here for third period action from the Eccles Ice Arena. It's 6-2. The Aggies with a lead here to start the third period. And there's a new addition to the Eccles Ice Arena. I look over and there's a Swedish flag on the wall. Obviously they have a big American flag and a Canadian flag as well, but now they put a Swedish flag up there. I noticed at the beginning of the game, I'm like, what in the world are they doing? Well, that's because Samuel Lindquist had them put a Swedish flag on the wall. And I love it. He's standing down here just off the ice, pointing up at that flag. He's pretty happy with himself. I love it. Samuel comes from Stockholm. On the east coast of Sweden, the Venice of the North, the Swedish archipelago. And a beautiful place. I've been there myself. Spent a couple of years in the great country of Sweden. And I think that's pretty dang cool. This arena puts up a Swedish flag to recognize our Swedish hockey player. The Aggies with a commanding lead here, 4-2, or 6-2, a 4-goal lead against the Utes, who they have not beat in the past 11 games or 11 matchups. I expect a physical period here between the two teams. And we want to give a shout out and a thank you to Haley, who joined us during that second period. She's a rabid hockey fan, Aggies hockey fan, as is her entire family. And she's also my neighbor. She was on the broadcast during the Beehive, and happy to have her again tonight. Set for action, and it's King right away into the zone. On the backhand, shoots, and a blocker save, Osti. King back on it, he centers, and it's tipped right back on his stick. Aggies will clear, and hustling forward is Meyer. That's taken away by Houle, and the Aggies are onside. Houle with the puck, centers, and it hops over the stick of O'Brien. And now it's Meyer who will work it out. He'll gain the line, onside of the Utes. Drop pass, shot, Fanning on the attempt, rebound, dribbled wide. As a loose puck sat to the side of the net. And the captain, King, couldn't bang it in, but the Utes still in the zone as Banks is there. He'll play it to the point, and it's held in by Petrie. Knocked down by Meany. And now just over the line. Barnes will hustle after the puck. He'll look at Petrie and then hang on. And spin back behind the net. The Aggies make a line change. Look like too many men, but they don't blow the whistle now. It's given away. Chow's got it. Shoots, and he'll miss the net. He couldn't shoot around big Todd Rene. Here's a bouncing puck, gathered up and sent into the zone by Moser. Cutshaw's going to head after it. Chow's going to chase it into the Aggie zone, and he and Westlake come together in the corner. Both go down, the puck underneath Westlake. Birch is there to help. Chow has the puck. Chow can't come off the wall. He's knocked down, no penalty. Puck loose in front. Taken by Fornelius, and Todd Rene chops it off his stick and now off the glass and down the ice. Barnes has it though, and the Utes come right back. That one gets through Fornelius, and Rene throws it across the center line on the stick of Frank Flight, who sends it in. The Aggies change again. With speed, here comes West, all the way to the Aggie blue line, into the zone. Shoots on a sharp angle shot. Osti holds for a whistle. There's a slap shot off the wall, a one-timer by O'Brien. Osti picked it up through a crowd. He'll make a good save. Josh Kirkley can't lose a face-off tonight. He'll win that one in his own zone, and McJimsey's going to help it along. Off the stick of Hughes, and now McJimsey. Shouldered out of the play by Pendle. And now it's worked forward by Hughes. Loose puck along the wall, and over skating is Fernandez. The Utes chop it back into the Aggie zone. Bouquet has it. He'll throw one up right on the stick of McJimsey. He'll just tip it into the zone. The Aggies another line change. And it's going to be skated out of the zone by Meyer. He'll skate it all the way into the Aggie zone. It's knocked down. So is Meyer. And it's David Higgs who has it. He'll give it away to King. One man back, and King shoots, and Chase Ball got his stick in the way, and the puck will ricochet out of play. Behind the net is David Higgs. And his pass deflected. It'll be on the stick of Barnes. For the Skatin Utes, Decker chases after Barnes. He forces a turnover. Oh, then Decker upended, and Barnes still has the puck. Barnes skates forward. Hustling into the play is Banks. Barnes shoots. He charges right over the top of Ostie. And Willenborg makes the save. Barnes late on a shift. But he still had enough energy to create some space and get a good shot on net. Westlake challenged in the corner by Birch. And help from Chow. Aggie's able to clear. Cutshaw's in a race to the puck. Cutshaw. He's going to challenge Meyer. And Meyer made a good play to move the puck up ice. Now Cutshaw again lifts a stick, but he leaves the puck behind, and it's going to be Chow who has it. Or Chow. Birch shoots, a stick saved by Ostie. And a puck bounces to the corner along the wall, taken by the Utes. They pick it off the wall, but too far. That'll be sent down the ice. By the way, Dagan Walton's in the penalty box. It's a power play to the Utes. As West has the puck, but that pass intercepted. And it's Fernandez who clears. Still shorthanded for another minute of the Aggies. See, that just shows how far I am out of it tonight. I've missed 4 goals, and now an entire half of a penalty. Oh, my. King will shoot, and a blocker save. That's out of play. Puck will come to the point. They'll send it across. Petrie, top of the circle, fans on the shot, and Decker's got it. Drew Decker clears, and too bad. Petrie had an open shooting lane, just fanned on the attempt. It'll be Petrie again. He'll fan on a pass there and have to regather, and then he chops it hard into the zone. Willenberg's going to settle it down behind his net and whip it all the way around, and that's going to do it. Walton's going to be out of the box in 5 seconds. King in the neutral zone. Now he's right in front of Ostie. David Higgs in the shooting lane. King comes over, wants to throw the shoulder into Herman, and Herman makes the play. Walton's out of the box and behind the net. It's Higgs who plays it for the Aggies, and he clears the zone. And now it's Meyer. Higgs again for the Aggies, and McJimsey, the open man. The Utes are making a line change. McJimsey just slaps it into the zone, and that's out of play. Bridges wanted to come over and throw a shoulder into McJimsey, and it's Bridges who ended up on the ice. Only 6 minutes run off the clock so far here in the third period. Still 6-2. The Aggies a 4-goal lead. Herman's going to hustle for the puck, and he's losing an edge was O'Brien. Herman wins the race. Kirkleweek sends a beautiful pass across, and Decker wants to shoot. That's knocked down. It's Gosford who's in the shooting lane, but the puck's free. Side of the net, it comes to Decker again. Decker look to shoot, or that's not Decker, that's Mueller. The same hairstyle, that wild dark hair. Gosford shoots in the shooting lane. It's Duquet. And that puck will bounce all the way to the neutral zone. Birch has it. He's chopped at by McJimsey, and Morgan McJimsey's going to take the puck and then throw a huge check. As again, that time it's Birch who thought he was going to take McJimsey down. And McJimsey just let him have it. First it was Bridges, now Birch wants a piece, and that neither one of them had success. They both ended up on the ice. Face-off in the Ute zone, it's Houle in to take the draw. Fernandez is going to help. Fernandez spins from the pressure, sends it to the point. It's Westlake. He'll shoot, and that's into a herd. Knocked down and picked up by Barnes. Barnes a crafty player, but his pass intercepted. Now it's Fernandez. Shoots and a save. Rebound. And O'Brien can't pop it into the net. He had a good opportunity, but it was on his backhand. Couldn't settle a rolling puck. Fernandez throws a big check. The puck loose along the wall. Houle's got it. And Greg Houle's going to skate. Now give it to Fernandez. Oh, Fernandez wanted to give it back. And it's knocked down by West. O'Brien still on it. He'll reverse direction, and the Utes will be able to take possession of the puck. On the stick of Barnes. It's Fornelius, who shovels it ahead. Westlake for the Utes. He's double teamed and taken by Barnes. Todd Rene skates over, but it's taken again by the Utes. They want to dance out in front, and no. A beautiful poke check by Westlake, and then a big save by Osti on a one-timer from Meyer. Still the Utes buzz. They send it across. Shot! And a save, Osti. Or off the side of the net on the sharp angle shot. Osti throwing a glove at it. Now Rene bodies a man. Houle takes a big check. The Utes pick up the action here as they get the physical play going again. Petrie's going to finish a check on Moser. There's a loose stick on the ice. They kick it out of the way into the Ute zone. With it is Frank Flight looking to center, and that's shipped. Now an odd man break for the Utes. It's Banks into the zone. Banks and Meany together. Banks puts on the brakes. The Aggies defense regathers, and they're there. King moves it along, and it'll come to the point. Utes want to shoot, but they'll hold off as Moser's in the shooting lane. It comes to O'Brien. Some room to shoot. Rebound. And it's knocked out by Moser. Osti in perfect position. They're going to say the net came off the post. The original shot didn't get through. and just kind of sat right in front of Austin Moser. Reached his stick out and poked it to the side of the net and into the corner. Halfway through the third period. And the Aggies in a defensive position now. No scores here in the third period. And the Aggies are going to take a timeout. And we'll have a short break. The faceoff will be in the Ute zone. No, in the Aggie zone, I'm sorry.
To watch, yeah. Like
10:47, the time on the clock. And it's Josh Kirkleet who wins the faceoff. Top of the circle, Petrie can't get a shot through. Now they'll come side of the net, send it out in front. Shot, kick save, Osti. Still on it is King, his centering attempt. Fanned on, now King knocked down. But it's held in right on the blue line by the Utes. They send it back out in front. King can't put it on net. Good pass across, but not in his wheelhouse. The Utes keep the cycle going. Look back door, top of the circle, they'll shoot. And a huge check from Morgan McJimsey. The third in a row, and Banks doesn't want to play anymore. He's done. He'll head to the bench. It's the captain King and the Utes with some sustained pressure here. They'll send one in right along the goal line. Now give it back from the blue line, a rising shot. Way up over the crossbar. They send another one across, side of the net. Meaning was there, but the pass off the mark. McJimsey shovels it forward. He'll need a line change. He'll take one here. Under 10 minutes to play, and it's West. For the Utes, intercepted though by Blauer. Blauer, some quality minutes tonight. Lindquist with some help. Blauer comes over, looks to throw a shoulder, but it comes to Barnes. Lindquist upended, no penalty, as he was tripped down. Mueller, now Decker, and the puck right back into the Ute zone. With speed, here comes West. Splits the centers, or the centermen, the forwards, but not the defenders. And he's still on the puck. Shoots, and that's off the back of the net. Hits the boards. Now Lindquist in a bit of a tussle behind the net. There's some rough play picks up here as the Utes definitely frustrated. Here's going to be a late whistle. As Barnes went down, and it's going to be Blauer, I'm sure. He's going to come over to the box. So a 2-minute penalty to Brendan Blauer. And with 8:38 left in the game, the Utes will go on the power play. Face-off win inside the zone, comes to Petrie. No shooting lane, he'll send the puck across. Wants the puck back, one-timer. And again, Petrie. The Utes not able to get good sticks on their one-timers. Fanned on a little bit by Petrie. It was off the mark and not much on it. In the bag. Face-off win again to the Utes, but it's taken away by Cutshaw. He'll try to split the defense. Oh, but he stays on his skates, and he's into the zone. On the puck, deep in the corner, going to take some time off the clock. As Cutshaw absorbed the check, but stayed on his skates and able to take some of that extra time off the penalty clock. Down to a minute and a half left for Blauer to sit. And a broken stick. On the shot by Meany, and it just seems to be the way things are going tonight for the Utes. Straight away, it's Barnes. He'll shoot and doesn't get through. A pile of people in front. The Aggies look to clear. No, this will come to West. West finds a lane, and Osti makes a save. Willenborg in perfect position. And just over a minute left in the penalty to Blauer. Well, a few fans are satisfied with the game. They're going to head out, but for the most part, everyone's still here. Straight away, it's West. He'll shoot, and again, it doesn't get through. That's going to hop a stick. Challenging is Dagan Walton. 40 seconds left in the penalty to Blauer. Into the zone shooting. And Fornelius is going to settle a bouncing puck. Fornelius makes a move. Spins back along the wall. Fornelius sends it across. Barnes. Shot. The blocker saved by Osti. He picked it up through a screen. Got a blocker save, but it's out of play, and both teams will make changes. 7:03 left in the game. Another face-off win for the Utes. It comes to Petrie. He'll send one across. Shot and a save. Osti got a stick on it. The Aggies can't clear. Petrie wants to hold it in, and he does. Bridges along the hash marks. Glides in behind the net. Looks in front. Instead, comes to the point. Meyer is there. Only 2 seconds. Now Blauer out of the box. The Aggies back at full strength. Meyer fakes a shot, then a rising shot, up and out of play. No, they say play on. As it hit a player in front of the net, it's going to be an icing against the Aggies. The Aggies have it in cruise control, 6:17 left in the game. It's a 4-goal lead, 6-2. I don't think these games against rivals that are play a division up, Division One, I don't think they count towards standings. The last time standings came out, the Utes or the Aggies were in second place, but they beat the first place team, the third place, and fourth place team over the Beehive weekend, and the rankings come out here in a couple of days. I'm pretty sure Aggie Nation is hopeful for a first place ranking in the West Coast Division. Higgs rifles it around the board. O'Brien looking for Blower. Blower ducks under the check. Should be offsides. It is. Tomorrow night's game in Salt Lake City, the Aggies match up again against this same Utes team. I think they call it the Iceplex down there on the campus of the University of Utah. I think you can find the game on the Skatin Utes webpage. It's a YouTube broadcast as well. I'll confirm, make sure they're going to be there. If they're not, then Lane and I will make the trip. But they usually don't come here, and we usually don't go there. So you can find the game on the Skatin Utes webpage tomorrow night. Westlake's going to backhand the puck out of trouble. Fernandez also gets a stick on it. Comes back to Westlake on the awkward bounce. Now the Aggies can skate it forward. O'Brien plays it deep, but West or Meyer is going to take it away. Back checking is O'Brien. They're going to give him a penalty. Loose puck in front. And as Fernandez touches it up, they're going to give O'Brien the hook. So Keegan O'Brien pleads his case, saying he was lifting the stick. I'd probably have to agree, but nevertheless, he's going to the box for 2 minutes. Straight away, the Aggies shoot. That doesn't get through a crowd. Picked up and worked along by Birch. He sends one out in front. Gets sure everyone comes to the point. West is going to dance along the blue line, and it's going to be Decker who knocks that one down. The Aggies able to clear. West is going to regather. Pitch it along the far wall, and a good check there from Dagan Walton. Jars the puck free, and Decker sends it all the way down. Chao ridden out of the play. On a good check from Frank Flight. Now he'll take the puck and send it down. Flight, a good hip check there. Duque, now Higgs. Out of the reach of median, the Utes can't get the power play activated at all. The first minute's already gone. And we're down at the 4-minute mark. King will have some room to skate, but he throws it across right in stride to Meany. Meany surveys, looks at the point, sends the puck straight along the blue line. They'll come near side. There's a snapshot, and Meyer put one right on net. Ostie made the save. Banks is back out and dancing off the wall. Good pass straight away. Shot by Petrie, and the Aggies are in the shooting lane. That hit Deckers. Walton was down. Meyer again. Now that's taken away by Walton, but he's out of legs. He'll give it to Decker. Decker pitches it in, or Mueller, rather, than the Aggies. Mueller's going to have to hustle back. The Aggies shorthanded. Now Mueller back into the play. Aggies only had 3 players in their zone, and the Utes couldn't capitalize. Banks comes over. That's going to be taken by O'Brien. He's out of the box. Off the wall and in stride, it's got Blower. Brandon Blower sends it in front, and O'Brien can't tip it home. Another shift for David Higgs. The puck is deep, but the Utes have it. Kirkville chips that puck out of the air, but it ends up on the stick anyway of Hughes. Hughes, some nifty skating. He's into the zone and then ridden out of the play, and Kirkville skates away with the puck. He'll hold up behind Willenborg. And the clock just winds as Kirkville stands behind Willenborg. Again, he'll spin back. Still behind the net. Josh Kirkley, now he's double teamed. He'll have to throw it down the ice. That'll be an icing. No. Yes, it is. As Kirkley just monkeys around, circling his own net. And the clock just winds down. I think everyone has about that same sentiment. Let her run down. Even us up here, Lane and I, trying to keep our heads in the game. Unsure of what happened there, so there's going to be a center ice face-off. And it's Birch, now Barnes. And that'll hit Cornelius and bounce all the way into the Ute zone. There's the red linesman, takes a tumble. But he's right back up and into the play. Rene loses an edge, he'll go hard into the wall. Now he'll throw a check, and Rene charges after the puck, has his stick held. There's going to be a penalty. Now Chayao and Kirkley coming together after each other. It's going to be an interference. They're going to bring Todd Rene over. And he's going to go to the penalty box. So Todd Rene will finish out the game in the penalty box. Minute 39 is all we have left. And it's Barnes. He wants to shoot, and that misses the net. Chase Ball is back on. He just holds the puck there along the wall in the corner. He's double teamed, and Ball still on it. Puck comes free, and the Aggies clear the zone. Way up top to Birch. Now 3 wide. The Utes gain the line. Straight in front of the net. They'll shoot, and Osti makes the save as West shoveled one on net. The Aggies, check it out, Lane. Everyone's still here. They want to see the final whistle. As a full, sold-out crowd stays all the way to the end. Meany has it, top of the circle, stick handles, he'll drift it into the corner. The captain King on it there, wants to shoot, and that doesn't get through. Meany has it again. Meyer waits straight away. Instead, they send it right in front, rebound. Petrie's got it in the face-off circle, sends it across, off the stick of Meany, under a minute to play. Send it behind the net to the Utes. Now they'll bounce it off the wall. It's right on the stick of Meyer. Meyer glides along the blue line, shoots, and a save. Osti, rebound sits, and Duque. A good play to keep it out of the net. Petrie spins away from Lindquist, and Lindquist won't let him go. Rides him out of the play. Now they're tied up on a high stick from Petrie, and Petrie turns and wants to come after Lindquist, and a save by Osti. Now Lindquist and Petrie challenge each other right in front of the net as they have words. Lindquist gives him a little shove as they chatter away. .22 seconds on the clock. Face off in the Aggie zone. The Aggies still short-handed, so they're able to clear it down. Only 10 seconds. Well, 15. 10. One last rush, and that's knocked down by Cutshaw. He's upended. There's going to be a penalty. As Cutshaw takes a shot from Barnes. Looked all right to me, but Barnes takes a penalty, and off the ice he goes. Not much of a penalty. And with only 6 seconds left. They'll drop the puck in the Ute zone. The Aggies are going to win. 4-goal lead, 6-2, and they break out and break the curse as well. They beat the Utes 6-2 here on home ice. And a score! Never mind. They scored again. It's 7-2. A puck bounces wildly in front of the net. And it rolls in. Oh my. Well, that'll teach me to not call the game all the way through to the final whistle. It'll be 7-2 as the puck rolls in with 2 seconds left. The Aggies from behind the net threw it in front. They just bounced through a couple of guys. Then rolls between the legs of the tender and into the net. The Aggies win, and I'm starved to death. We're going for food. Hey, thanks for joining our broadcast, everyone. It's Lane on the camera, and I'm on the voice. I'm Steve Coleman. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Aggie Blue Ice YouTube channel. These same teams square off again tomorrow night from Salt Lake City. Enjoy the handshakes, and we'll sign off. Good night, everyone. Well, I decided to come back. I said to everyone, enjoy the handshakes, but the Utes were salty, and they didn't want to shake hands. How rude is that?